The psychology behind overconfidence. Why do stupid people think they're smart? Welcome to PeakPop, where we break down the fascinating, the viral, and the mind-blowing. Today, we're diving into a psychological phenomenon that explains why some people, despite knowing very little, are absolutely convinced they're experts. Why do stupid people think they're smart? It's a question we've all asked at some point. Maybe you've encountered someone who speaks with absolute confidence about a topic they clearly don't understand. Or maybe you've seen someone refuse to listen to reason, insisting they know better than the experts. This isn't just arrogance or stubbornness. It's actually a well-documented psychological effect called the Dunning-Kruger effect. This concept was first studied by psychologists David Dunning and Dunning-Kruger in 1999. And what they found was fascinating. People who lack skill or knowledge in a particular area tend to overestimate their competence. Meanwhile, people who are actually skilled or knowledgeable tend to underestimate themselves. So why does this happen? To put it simply, ignorance creates an illusion of knowledge. In order to recognize our own mistakes, we need a certain level of expertise. But if someone lacks that expertise, they also lack the ability to recognize how much they don't know. As a result, they believe they're much smarter or more skilled than they actually are. Think about a beginner who picks up a new hobby, like playing chess. After learning a few basic moves, they might feel confident, maybe even overconfident, because they don't yet understand the depth of strategy involved. But as they continue learning, they start to see just how complex the game really is. At this point, their confidence actually drops, even though they've improved. This is sometimes called the peak of Mount Stupid, a stage where a person knows just enough to think they're good, but not enough to realize how much they still have to learn. Now, let's talk about the other side of this effect. The experts. Highly skilled people tend to underestimate their own abilities because they assume that what they know is common knowledge. They might think, if I understand this, then surely everyone else does too. This is why experts can sometimes appear unsure, even when they're actually the most knowledgeable person in the room. This is where the phrase, "a little knowledge is a dangerous thing," comes from. Those who only have surface-level understanding are often the most vocal, the most opinionated, and the most resistant to change. Meanwhile, those with deep knowledge are often careful with their words because they recognize the complexity of the subject. So how do we avoid falling into this trap? First, we need to develop intellectual humility, the ability to admit when we don't know something. A wise person isn't the one who claims to know everything, but the one who is willing to learn. Second, we need to recognize that confidence does not equal competence. Just because someone speaks with conviction doesn't mean they're right. True intelligence isn't about how strongly you believe something. It's about your ability to change your mind when presented with new evidence. And finally, we need to challenge ourselves. The best way to avoid overestimating our knowledge is to keep learning. The more we know, the more we realize how much we don't know, and that's the key to real growth. So the next time you meet someone who thinks they know everything, ask yourself, are they truly knowledgeable, or are they standing on the peak of Mount Stupid? And more importantly, are we? The moment we start questioning our own certainty, we take the first step toward real intelligence. Thanks for watching PeakPop. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more mind-blowing content. And let us know in the comments. Have you ever met someone who was overconfident in their own ignorance? Or have you ever caught yourself doing it? Let's talk about it. See you in the next video.